Good evening. The Electra King kidnap ordeal is over. The Cyprus authorities say she has escaped after shooting dead 2 of her captors and is...
He shouted. He shouted all the time.
He feels no pain. He can push himself harder, longer than any normal man. The bullet will kill him, but he'll grow stronger every day until the day he dies.
MI6 is humiliated. He's had his revenge.
Not quite. I want to see Valentin Sokovsky.
Impossible.
Look at that. That's not right. Cracks.
Shut it down.
I don't understand. It won't respond.
The place is clean. No sign of the bomb.
The bomb is in the pipeline.
Oh my God.
They must have brought it through here. That would explain the attack.
Heading for the oil terminal.
We would do the most damage. Have your men evacuate that terminal.
70 miles an hour.
We've got 78 minutes. Do you have another rig?
There's one parked in the passageway ahead of it.
Charles, can you get me out there?
Of course.
Wait a minute. Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
What do I need to defuse a nuclear bomb?
Me.
That's strange. It doesn't read like a nuclear explosion.
Robinson's reporting. The bomb was a dud. But the triggering charge blew out a 50-yard section of the pipe.
And Bond?
Nothing.
Volumes that I prize.
Waterproof covered book which has lost its color by much contact with water. It is full of investigative drawings and exploratory text written on many different thicknesses of paper. There are drawings of every conceivable watery association. Seas, tempests, streams, canals, shipwrecks, floods, and...
Bosun!
Bosun.
Cautiously, some mirrors simply reflect the reader. Some reflect the reader as he will be in a year's time, as he will see.
Do you not hear?
When the pages are opened in this book, plans and diagrams spring up fully formed. There are definitive models of buildings, constantly shaded by moving cloud shadow. Lights flicker in nocturnal urban landscapes, and music is played in the halls and towers.
Cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies.
This is a large book bound in watered silk. The 300 pages cover the color spectrum in finely differentiated shades, moving from black back to black again. This is a thick brown leather-covered book, stippled with gold numbers. The pages flicker with logarithmic figures. Angles are measured by needle-thin metal pendulums activated by magnets. Prosperus. Vesalius produced the first authoritative anatomy book. It is astonishing in its detail, macabre in its single-mindedness. This Anatomy of Birth, a second volume, is even more disturbing and heretical. It concentrates on the mysteries of birth. It is full of descriptive drawings of the workings of the human body, which, when the pages open, move and throb and bleed.
Back again did us but loving wrong. Alack, what trouble was I then to you? Here in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster.
Speak! A thick book covered in khaki-colored webbing. Its pages are impregnated with the minerals, acids.
Succession, born bounds of land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. We heard a hollow burst of bellowing, like bulls or rather lions. Heard you this, Gonzalo? Upon mine honor, sir, I did lie, though fools at home condemn them. If in Naples I should report this now, would they believe me? So loathly, you shall hate it both.
This is a blackened and summed volume whose illustrations leave the eye changes its shape when looking at great distances, and how laughter changes the face, one another in the memory, and where thought goes when it is finished with. Codified and explained in animated drawings are all the possibilities for dance in the human body.
仲係 delete 緊嘅？
就得㗎啦。知道大佬。
現在の妻よりも愛していることに気がついた。そして ほとほと入った。そなたらはもう下がってよろしい。
限定量船でして壇の裏にてよ合わせとの定め星の瀬戸の船に追われ落ち葉かぶる川波の味をによするごとくなり君は万丈の主となれさせたの。
またその執筆の途中で死の神が筆を止めさせたのかもしれない。とにかくなぜ結末がないのか誰にもわからない。だが私はあえてそれをここに書き記しておこうと思う。
お役目ご苦労にございます。では明朝当番交代つかまつります。はっ。
Dante's pilgrim finds Pier Lavinia on the 7th level of the Inferno. And like Judas Iscariot, he died by hanging. The Judas and Pier Lavinia are linked in Dante by the avarice he saw in them. In fact, avarice and hanging are linked in the medieval mind. Now, this is the earliest known depiction of the crucifixion, carved in an ivory box in Gaul about AD 400. It includes the death by hanging of Judas, his face upturned to the branch that suspends him. Here he is again on the doors of the Benevento Cathedral, this time with his bowels falling out. Ah, commendatory part.
Wasn't easy, but I got this number without.
Thank you.
Now, in this plate from the 15th century edition of the Inferno, Pier Lavinia's body hangs from a bleeding tree. I will not belabor the obvious parallel with Judas Iscariot, but Dante Alighieri needed no drawn illustration. It is his genius to make Pier Lavinia, now in hell, speak in strained hisses and coughing sibilants, as though he is hanging still. Come l'altre verem per nostre spoglia, ma non per qualcuno sen rives, che non è giusto avercio com si toglia. Vile strascineremo per la mesta selva,
saranno in nostri corpi appesi, ciascuno al fronte l'ombra sua modesta. Avarice, hanging, self-destruction. Io fage, io bettame, le mie case. I make my own home, be my gallows. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind attention.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I've kind of lost track myself. But being this is a .44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off, you've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Hey, I got to know. Oh.
Crisis program's the number 2 in the 3-planet system.
We're hemorrhaging air. Dropping 20 MB per minute. You have 70 seconds to level the enemy down.
You're privileged, Mr. Corso. Very few people ever set foot in here. This is my private collection. Some bibliophiles specialize in Gothic novels, others in books of hours. All my own rare editions have the same protagonist, the devil.
May I take a look?
Yes? That's why I brought you here. Beautiful, aren't they? The soft sheen, the superb gilding, not to mention the centuries of wisdom they contain. I know people who would kill for a collection like this. Ars Diaboli. You'll never see as many books on the subject anywhere else in the world. They're the rarest, the choicest editions in existence. It's taken me a lifetime to assemble them. Only the supreme masterpiece was missing. Come.
The Nine Gates is a kingdom of shadows.
You're familiar with it?
Yes. Venice, 1666. The author and printer Aristide Torchi was burned by the Holy Inquisition, together with all his works. Only 3 copies survived.
1.
Catalog lists 3 copies surviving in private ownership. Fargus, the Kessler, and the Delpher.
It's true. You know your business, but you're mistaken nonetheless. According to my own research, only 1 is authentic.
Well, 3 are known.
That's the trouble.
Where'd you get it?
I bought it from Telfer.
Telfer?
Yes, he finally sold it to me the day before he killed himself.
It's good timing.
Silentium est aureum.
Silence is golden.
Precisely. Ever heard of the Della Melonica?
I've heard of it, yes. It's a myth, isn't it? A book reputed to have been written by Satan himself. So this is the Fargus collection. Not quite as I imagined it, I must say.
C'est la vie, my friend. But I keep them in perfect condition, safe from damp, light, heat, rats. I dust and air them every day. These are the occult. What do you think?
Not bad.
Not bad indeed. At least 10 of them are extremely rare. Here. Francis Dictionnaire Infernal. First edition. 1844. Leonardo Fioravanti's Compendio di Secreti. 1571. And there it is, in perfect condition. It has traveled the world for 3.5 centuries, yet it might have been printed yesterday.
Is it in order? I mean, you haven't detected anything unusual?
Unusual? No. The text is complete, the engravings too. 9 plus the title page, just as the catalogue states, just like a Kessler in...
Yes, Monsieur Corso. Oh, yes, Mr. Corso. Come in. I've heard a great deal about you.
Oh. Nothing good, I hope.
You hope, right. Merci, Simone.
Well, I'm reassured, Baroness, because in my trade, to be spoken well of can be professionally disastrous. My God.
Yes, there it is. The Kessler collection.
You know, I know your catalog almost by heart.
Strange we haven't met before. Your name is a byword among dealers and collectors. But I imagine you know your own reputation better than I do.
Yes, well, it does keep the wolf from the door, so to speak.
Hatch door malfunction. Backup power fail. Manual override fail. Solution?
Replace optical relay.
Piece of cake. God, who dreams up these nightmares?
Don't try to change the subject.
I'm not. We're talking about your sister's
No,
wedding,
we're
right?
talking about dancing lessons before
It's a
my
nightmare.
sister's wedding.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a catastrophic power failure here. Check.
Not effective.
Not effective.
Replace optical relay.
You're distracting me.
Woody, we're a married couple. Would it kill you to invite me out on the dance floor just once in a while?
We danced at our wedding. We danced.
No, that's not dancing, Woody. That's you shuffling your feet.
Remo's computer contained an uplink message, a very faint, highly distorted transmission from Mars 1 base camp.
Someone's alive.
Yes. Put up the method. Still concentrating on the audio, but we've got a long way to go. Show us whatever you've got. Show us.
All those interested in dance lessons, please report to the promenade deck. Fuel valves open.
Charge flow.
Charged and online.
Reset PW.
Set.
Transferred protocol data from EVA station.
Transferred. Awaiting track confirmation.
Micrometeoroids.
Burn for orbital insertion.
This is gonna work.
The surface seems firm and level.
Roger that. The texture's smooth.
I've got good footing. No obstructions. Let's check out PSI.
Guys, I gotta tell you, we're losing visibility here really fast. Over.
It's solid. We're trapped.
Don't move. Just keep this orientation.
Guys? Luke? Terry? Does anyone... Yeah. That's it. There's no handles. We're not getting... Jim.
Jim, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Jim, you're depressurized. Come on.
Now.
There's pressure in here.
Above Mars atmospheric.
Look. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah. It's Mars.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah. It's Mars. That's where they went.
Look. One stay behind.
Earth, before the continents separated.
My God, that's it. Hundreds of millions of years ago, there was a sudden explosion of life on Earth. The first multi-celled plants and animals appeared. No one has ever understood why or how it happened. Seeded Earth. They're us. They're them.
We are not terrorists, you understand. We are patriots. Our duty is to the soldiers who died fighting in Algeria, and to the 3 million French citizens who have always lived there.
So you want to get rid of him?
Speaking as a professional, do you think it's possible?
It's possible. The point is getting away with it. And speaking as a professional, that's a very important consideration.
But in principle, you'd say it could be done.
Yes. With enough time and planning. Would be much more difficult than most other targets. Why more? Because the goal is the best security service in the world. Their information is first class. You see, gentlemen, not only have your own efforts failed, but you've rather queered the pitch for everyone else.
How dare you suggest that?
Work, you simply can't afford to be emotional. That's why you've made so many mistakes.
But if we decided to employ a professional...
You have to employ a professional. Your organization is so riddled with informers that nothing you decide is a secret for long. No, the job would have to be done by an outsider. The only question that is by whom and for how much.
Will you do it?
Yes, how much? You must understand that this is a once-in-a-lifetime job. Whoever does it can never work again.
How much do you want?
$500,000.
What?
In cash. Half in advance and half on completion.
$500,000 francs.
Dollars.
Are you mad?
Considering you expect to get France in return, I'd have thought it a reasonable price. But if you can't manage it, then there's nothing more to be said.
We accept.
How many people know about this?
Just the 4 of us.
Let's...
Say, the Ministry
society, information's the name of the game. You can't win the game if you're a man short. And the cost of it all, Deputy Minister, 7% of the gross national product. I understand this concern on behalf of the taxpayer. People want value for money. And that's why we always insist on the principle of information retrieval charges. It's absolutely right and fair that those found guilty should pay for their periods of detention and for the information retrieval procedures used in their interrogation. Do you believe that the time there, we're fielding all their strokes, running a lot of them out, and pretty consistently knocking them for six?
Mallory, would you step in here, please?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Yes, thanks. Bye.
What's the number on the check?
271-56789 stroke 074-328K.
Back into memory. Central banking. Veronica Buttle. Mrs. Deposit.
Would you like some tea?
There's a problem. She doesn't have a bank account.
Well, that's it then. I like this, I won't go and hang myself now.
My name's Lowry. Sam Lowry.
No. Definitely no.
My name's Lowry, Mr. Warren. Sam Lowry.
Ah, Lowry. Yes?
Sir?
No. Cancel that. Okay.
Glad to have you on board.
Yes, sir. No, don't be ridiculous, Jenkins.
How about these boys?
to help, man.
Charged with the following: giving aid and comfort to the Esnovis I.R. dossier Gillian Layton, destroying government property with an indeterminate number of personnel carriers, taking possession under false pretenses of said personnel carriers, forging the signature of the head of records, 3rd Department, attempting to misdirect ministry funds in the form of a check to A. Buttle through unauthorized channels, tempering central services supply ducts, obstructing the forces of law and order in the exercise of their duty, bringing into disrepute the good name of the government and the standing within the community of the Department of Information Retrieval, attention to disrupt the Ministry of Information Retrieval's internal communicating systems, wasting ministry time and paper.
Now, either you plead guilty to, say, 7 or 8 of the charges, which is going to help keep costs down within your means, or you can borrow a sum to be negotiated from us at very competitive rates.
We can offer you something at, say, 11.5% over 30 years, which...
1, 7, Alpha.
Stealth fighter, gentlemen. 100 million tax dollars a pop. The American people ponied up for one reason. It was the future. It was invincible and invisible. Naval systems.
Alpha Romeo, this is test control. Roger.
Golden years of peace. 50 golden years since the spirit of our nation rose from the dark ashes of history, and the fiery dawn of a new world order shone out across the lurid plain. Men and women working together to harvest the precious bounty of our promised land. Safe under their watchful father's eye as he spans the endless skyway.
Thank God.